Well, welcome everybody to ICA TV. And it's a sunny, bright afternoon here in West Wales and ICA HQ, as they say. And today we are lucky to have Jacqueline Sharp with us, who, amazing business, amazing lady, amazing story. So get yourself sorted, grab your coffee, and to just listen to this story of creation, this story of something called The Gift. And this is her business called The Gift. And we're going to let Jacqueline explain why the business name was called The Gift and how it was created from something that wasn't too great in her life. So I'm going to say, hi, Jacqueline, how are you today?
Hello, Teresa. I'm wonderful. Thank you for having me here. Yes, so I'm very good. Thank you.
Also, and The Gift, my darling. So I'm going to, we've had before today. We've had a little chat, so I do know a little bit about your business. So tell me this big thing that wasn't so great that happened in your life that turned into the gift. Tell us about that.
When I was in my 20s, 27, I went on holiday and slipped on a rock I had my daughter. I slipped on a rock while snorkeling. I thought it was just a back injury, but it turned out it was a fracture in my spine, and the impact had totally taken out the alignment in my hip and coccyx area. So I was very lame and in a lot of pain, lost my job and house and things.
Huge, isn't it?
So 2.5 years, over 2.5 years suffering with this. At the same time, I had a daughter who was quite ill also. After losing my house, my friend took me to a spiritualist church and said that, there might just be an answer. So she was quite a believer, and I was certainly not a believer in any of it, but I went for the night and to the service. At the end, a woman offered that there was a healing service after, and she said, look, could I just come and see you tomorrow? She could see I was lame and in pain. So she came to my house and she said, I do Reiki healing. I lay on my couch, and from that moment she put her hands on, my pain was just like being floated out of me. It was just floating out. And she met my daughter. I had never mentioned that my daughter was sick or ill, and she just went straight to her head and touched my daughter's head and says, trust me, don't give her any medications anymore. And I hadn't mentioned she's seriously ill, and she had been for 18 months in a brain condition that the blood vessels couldn't grow or get the blood or oxygen to the brain. So we were both instantly cured from that day.
Goodness me.
And
I suppose that was years ago, and Reiki wasn't a topic, a word,
really.
anything.
No internet at all. Yeah, it was quite special. And she did say to me, from this day on, you'll never be the same. And she said to me, if you can, I didn't have faith or belief, but I always said, if something happened to me, something has to happen to me in order to make me believe in something.
Mm-hmm.
So that certainly made me believe that there was something bigger, because how can an energy or a touch heal a fractured spine? I will say she never even touched my back. So I will never know. And I went back to my doctors, I went back to my friends, look at me.
Magic.
I'm walking, I'm moving. But from there, she says, if you can believe one thing in life, no matter what, nothing is coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. The highs, the lows, the happies, the sads, the traumas, the disasters, the celebrations, all of it. And, look at yourself going, yes, I can do this, or yes, I can cope with this. If you can go through life just saying nothing is a coincidence. And she also told me, remember, other people are always on their own journey. So even if you can see something better or higher for another, they are still on their own journey. You know, if it's your daughter and you wish the love in the world and that doesn't happen, she's on her trials or highs or lows. So it gave me a whole new perspective from that moment. But from there was something left within me, which I said that it was a gift.
It's a gift.
And
wow.
The gift was left in me, and whenever I put my hands upon another or a pain, or I had the gift to give, and I knew I have to give this to others.
It's sort of like I'm gonna use the word calling. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it's a word to say actually you've been treated. You've had the gift given to you, so therefore it's your duty to pass that on and help other people. And I think that's pretty amazing. And I can guarantee there are people watching this who are going to be very skeptical.
Yes.
And they're going, I am going to say they're going to poo-poo it. They're going to say the words that, you know.
Airy, hippie, I mean, I've been called a guru, but I mean, airy fairy, mumbo jumbo. And yes, I did too. And when anyone comes for a healing, does everyone believe they're going to get healed? I don't think so. But maybe curiosity, or just an inner want, or
a hope.
But every person I have in the 20 years, this was 20 years ago, so in the 20 years, every person knows they've received a healing. They've felt it. A stranger at a festival has felt it. There's, you know, you feel this coming into you. And it's, you know, not everyone gets an instant cure, but they'll feel a release or soothed, or they've been touched. And it's not a party piece, but, you know, if you meet someone and, you know, look, it's only going to be a few minutes, and this woman's going to haven't moved my head in 19 years. And I've thought nothing, just like, oh, look, you're a bit sore. Can I just have a cup of tea and I'll talk to you? But then I walk in another room and sit, and then the woman comes in and everyone yells, like, you can move your head. I can move, I can dance. So it's
there has to be something.
Yes.
That's what we're saying, yeah.
It can come from a broken arm or a tender wrist, arthritis, you know, it can come from a long-term injury, you know, spinal injuries that I specialize in, obviously. But it can come into brain conditions, strokes. I mean, a stroke, the body's moved, but something can just break, and it's energy. We get trapped energy, or a wire goes wrong in the brain, a signal. I see our bodies are like a beehive, and if everything's functioning and in harmony, it's moving. Our cells are the bees. However, if something comes in, an injury, an impact, or illness, the cells either deteriorate, we can burn out our energy, medications can cancel our cells and make us even more sick. So it like gives us a life force back. But there's like an alchemy. So, you know, if there's, you know, something just, this is bad cells, it turns it into light cells. And it can do it this way. You know, pain in an auric field can just be like the bees know it's here, so it's staying here because it's sore. But if the energy comes in and say, look, it's okay, and we can pull the bees away just to go back in and around, then your actual life force is just getting put back around your body because it's just got stuck.
Wow, I can see that. That's very clear. I love that analogy.
Yeah, so I just see it like that. And, you know, we can go into like cancers. Cancer can be cured when there's no cure with energy. It's been proven, you know, I've witnessed, and, you know, it's on YouTube, and it can reach, because sometimes the tumors or the cells, again, are just bad, and it turns back into your own life force. We've become in such a disharmony.
I'm going to touch on something you told me in relation to that, and that was that you were a star. on a beat. Oh, was it on Channel 4?
I never quite made it, kind of got rejected, but
You got rejected as a star. How dare they, my darling?
No. They even commented on my looks, weren't that I was actually too attractive. They wanted someone that wasn't attractive to do the healing.
How bizarre.
Show.
Well,
No.
tell us about the program. What was the program about?
It was for Cutting Edge down at Channel 4, and also with the production of Super Nanny with Tigers Productions. I was interviewed, and I was camera was sent out for me to perform healings, and then the healings went back to the media. It took a long time. It was a long process, a lot of hush behind the scenes, but in the end it actually got rejected, saying this is a Jesus phenomena. They ordered, can you fix a broken arm? I want someone in long-term crutches, someone medically retired, like preferably spinal injury, with social media, who's got a broken arm and would like to come on and try a healing. And that's how, has anyone got crutches? Is anyone in a long, real severely medically retired spinal injury? And someone on Facebook, my friend, she has, and we went and traveled to her. Anyway, the healings worked. They helped. It was evident just by applying the healing energy. However, I got told this would cause a public outcry.
Wow.
I tried to say, look, I'm not the only one. Everyone has an ability to heal. We all have an ability to heal. We can get told our fate. And I believe in yes, we need a hand. I needed healed. It found me. I can heal others. But at the same time, I learned, through being ill, that I needed alkaline supplements. Will go into CBD, stop seizures and spasms with me. But at the same time, the healing can work. It's a rub, it's a thought, it's an intention. It's reaching everyone, and it's, there's levels. So, we can cook beans on toast, or we can make a la carte, a creme de la creme, or a jelly. But there's something over and above. But the body has the ability to heal. If you think tired, you'll respond to the tired. If you think healthy, healing, rejuvenating. So sometimes you can be remarkably touched, but sometimes you can do the inner work to suddenly change and say, no, I can do this. But with guidance, with alternative health, holistic health, I found it, or it found me. A friend took me, but once we explore, I've needed help and healing. I still do. A second spinal injury I endured 6 years ago, but far, far worse than my worst. Losing discs, trapping nerves in between vertebrae, smashing the vertebrae. And my chances of survival was slim. But here I am telling the tale that there is alternative health.
There is, absolutely, totally agree with you.
Alkaline sickness against morphine and give me weight, the healing. There's alternative health. And I had to get up every day and say, I am healing, I will. I got told my fate, and I just said, no way, I have.
Oh, that's amazing. No, that's an amazing topic, isn't it? Everybody in this realm, luckily, if people are watching us, or everybody, we've been told in our years and years that we can't do something, whatever that is, whether we were a little child or whether we were. Absolutely. And how many times we've agreed, we believe, and we have something amazing in common. And I'm going to share that we're both dyslexic, and I think it's an amazing tool. And I think dyslexia is 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, I'm not going to go back any further, it was seen as a bad thing. But I can guarantee throughout that time, you and I were told many a time that we can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't even go and sit in that room because that's not the right room for you. Many a time. And however, throughout that, we are both here. We're both professional women. We're both running our own businesses. And that isn't done because we've been told that we can't. That's because we've told ourselves that we can.
Can I also say, through my second injury, the morphine damaged the brain, my memory, reading, writing, further, everything I remembered through this. But I qualified in TEFL English to the highest standard. And I'm also qualified support teacher to help people with learning disabilities, because I couldn't cope with being dyslexic and being told stupid. So I self-taught myself.
Oh, my goosebumps of, sorry, that word just went through my body, my darling. And I'm going to ask everybody out there if they could never, ever, ever use that word. Because that word is probably one of the worst words that anybody could say, because it doesn't really mean anything. It's just what we perceive it to mean. But if anybody's out there watching, and if you're going through a tough time, you know, there are people out there, including us, you know, to send us a message, and we're both very happy to have a chat. But there are people out there we do add to our negative thoughts and our negative actions. And sometimes not because of ourselves, it's because we've heard it so many times.
And you're suffering the pain of it. You're suffering.
Yeah, it hurts.
Sinking ship or that sponge, and you've just absorbed tar. That's how I see it. If you've absorbed the tar, you're sponge. So I just feel like you can just change, and we can take the water out of that sinking ship and get you floating again.
Perfect. I love your analogies. I love an analogy. I work with ladies who are working with me who know that a lot. I think that's because how creative we are. But anybody out there watching, listening, because we can be listened to rather than watched as well, is actually to turn that negative energy around ourselves.
So if anyone tells you can't, only you can say you can't, only you. And if someone's even telling you're dying, I don't know, you know, go to an alternative therapist, 2, 3 or 4. There is help. I've witnessed it for 20 years. I can be as confident that, you know, there's just, you know,
there's more out there than we know or we're seeing.
CBD, me, energy. There are alternative ways.
Yeah, absolutely, totally agree. We're now into a new era here. That's just,
it's all about transformation. This was white ceramic. My little granddaughter painted this, which is
bless her,
beautifully done. However, she done another and asked me to make one of my transformations. And if you can see the difference, if you mean, you can come and be like this, or you can radiate in a new transformation. And this is just by applying the dyslexia, but we can paint or add color. So I say this is like you come in and we're a bit damaged, we're a bit dull, but with new energy, with determination, with getting up and doing it every day, with intending, I'm going to learn to paint. So I did, you know, I really did.
I have some beautiful pictures here, absolutely.
Metallics, and I say this is like the healing we can't see. I apply colors and layers, but each layer will transform and radiate you more. One coat can give you something from nothing, but lots of coats can make you really sparkle and glitter. It's the try, it's the effort.
It's the do, isn't it? Yeah.
I said, I'll never bang a tambourine and, you know, under the moon. I'm not a hippie. I'm not an airy fairy. I'm a human. I'm a grandmother. I'm more into business or education. So this is, this gift is something, it's life transforming, health transforming, self-transformation. And it's just not letting anyone or yourself be diminished from, we can restore. The scientists know that from one thought can change 3 trillion cells.
Amazing, isn't it? Absolutely. Well, we do, and I'm not saying it's a lazy thing, but we have been educated in our lives that the way to mend ourselves is to go down a traditional, whatever traditional is, route of doctor medication, rather than seek help in other ways. And we know that now. We see that everywhere, you know, to what's wrong.
It's a shame because, you know, we have learned the stigma, you know, oh, you're going to get whacked with bamboo, or, you know, it's even in adverts, you know, take the Nurofen, but they take the mickey out of alternative.
They do.
You know, and some people may be out there or in the hippie range, but I mean, they really are free, you know, and they're not limited to the suppression. But however, you can be a complete spiritual healer. I do believe in the invisible realms. I believe in the angels. However, I just believe on putting my hands on to heal someone, sending it out distantly. It reaches, you know, it reaches. There's a connection. But if you take your supplement, or you get up and do your morning stretch, your breath, your meditation, I am healing, I am rejuvenating. Today I am in my best version in my health. I am doing something positive to diet, to change. Going alkaline can strip stones of weight, kilos off you. You know, supplementing can just put the right vitamins in that your body's not starving. It can eliminate arthritis, even a supplement. It can take away Crohn's. It can help IBS. You know, everything has an effect in the body. So what we eat, what we put in. So I say we know about good diet, we know about hydration, but we can heal energetically and mindfully. I am, and you have that power within you that I am taking charge of my health, and your body will respond. I am meditating to stress release. I am meditating to ease my pain. As I meditate, my pain will ease. You will be a commander of the body, the 3 trillion cells, and you will respond.
Goodness me, that leads me straight back into your business.
Thank you. Yes.
Business. We like a bit of business, and we like the reason for our business is that we do need to live, and that we have amazing skills, but we do, I'm going to say we do have to turn that into.
But we have to pay for the courses.
We do.
We need, oh, well, as we're saying, manifestation. I still need the laptop.
Laptop, please. Jacqueline needs a laptop, and we want one that's working, that's got good sound.
You know, that I had no money for 6 years, you know, things like that. But business is the passion. It's doing what you love. It's, you know, money.
I've actually lost you, my sweet. I can't hear you.
Sorry.
That's all right. You muted yourself, my sweetheart, and I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Life is life, as they say. But I'm going to say to you right now, if you had, and I do know, you've got a program out there running, and you've got an online workshop that's going to be starting very soon. And you also have a meditation platform that you're going to be starting also.
Yes.
So these are places, because you've been in business a while, but you're actually converting it all now online, like a lot of us, we're going online. I'm going to ask you if you can share with me your links, and I can put them out to this video so people can find you, even if it's just your profile.
Sure.
Okay. And then we're going to hopefully see more of you within ICA, and then we can actually get these out on the world. Because I'm also going to say to the people who are watching, a lot of us, and I'm going to say me was included, have a little challenge with tech.
Me too.
Okay, so sometimes the tech trips us up and we go, oh, can't do that, can't create that. don't know where to start, can't even find the bloody on button. You know, I get that, you know, but with
buttons and the scroll down
like
going
yeah. round. And so within ICA, we do have a lovely tech team who a lot of us members know our tech team as Graham. So Graham is always at hand to support any sort of tech issues. But the challenges out there sometimes turn up and we don't know what they are. So we work on it for you within ICA. So don't worry about that if you're watching. If you need us in any way, give us a shout. However, your business is going to come forefront of this world and to be able to share with your new clients that are going to come through the door, because we have all gone online.
Yes, and the distant healing, the power again through the second injury, that's when the distant healing came out. I can't reach you, but I certainly, the healing can.
Whatever is meant to be. And there are things in our life that happens,
yes,
which we don't know why, how, or what, but sometimes that's, well, always things are meant to happen for a reason at every single level.
So just
even us meeting.
Yeah, to spread the awareness, or to, you know, for another to even put the thought in that perhaps healing or an alternative or a supplement or CBD can help for me.
So that's a really good thing to leave there.
You can, you know, and if that one person, I believe in the power of one, and that's how it usually works, the power of one, me and you, where will that be or lead? Yeah. But if you tell one person that you supplement CBD energy, the power of one always grows and expands. And I'm not just one, I'm one of many.
Absolutely.
You know, not just the one, but
the more we talk about it, the more we share, the more it becomes normality. And I'm going to touch, I'm not on my soapbox really, but that's also for us ladies who are in business. The more we tell people we're in business, the more we stand up and be counted, the more that we aren't hiding behind something, even if it is a guy. You know, we are as strong as we want to be. We just got to tell people that's what we're doing. And I think that goes across our health, our businesses, and our confidence to stand up and go, look, it's me, I'm doing this. So I've just had an amazing time with you, Jacqueline. Absolutely love it.
Someone else bringing the confidence out in me. I got dared to do a live, and from that day I do weekly healing free on every Sunday on my page The Gift on Facebook. So there's free guided healings that you can take part in too. So anything else out there to help you. So,
fab. Send me the link and I will put it out on this, and you will be going out. This is a recording, ladies, so everyone's recorded. So because we swear a lot, we don't swear a lot, but it's our timings are challenging. So we will get out there. And can we just have another thought for the laptop that's going to come from the universe? Please.
Yeah, you need a laptop.
Thank you very much.
I'm working off an old phone for the last year, you see, and yeah, I can't even split screen. I need my content. So like I say, I'm still a phoenix coming out of the ashes. The CBD got me the last thing, and here I am. I can
beautiful.
All quality back to giving to others too.
That's beautiful, sweetheart. Thank you so much for joining me. You stay put while I say goodbye to our lovely listeners or watchers on recording. But thank you, Jacqueline, very much. We will put up the gift and information for you. But ICA TV is here for every female business owner. So if you wish to have a little video, little interview with me, please give me a shout. We're not that scary. We hold your hand, we make sure that you're all healthy and you're safe, and we would never ever show you up in any way. So please put your confidence in ICA TV and myself. So ladies, we're off. We're going to have a virtual cuppa between us, and we will catch up on ICA TV next time. So love you all and take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.